it's Professor Josh. Welcome back for another video. Today I have a Stranger Things video for you. Yes, we're kicking it off because it's almost time for the final season of Stranger Things to kick off with the first 4 episodes. And I got a lot of stuff to unbox, including some ultra limited pieces. Yes, some ultra limited grails, definitely for Stranger Things, plus some other crazy stuff that I had to get along the way. So stick around. Alright, I'm going to kick it off with my, I think, Funko Shop order. So I got several things from the Funko Shop. I wasn't going to get everything from the Stranger Things newest season. So, because, well, the boxes kind of changed, if you didn't notice. Also, like, a lot of characters already have several of. Yeah, I would love to have them all just take up so much room, and they drop a lot for the season. But there was a couple characters they haven't had before, or rarely happen, or sometimes I just like to grab the exclusives that might be out there as well, too. Not just kind of the normal common pops of those characters. So I grabbed a bunch from the Funko Shop. So I have a whole box of different ones here that came in with some other things. So let's check out what we got from the Funko Shop first, and then we'll dive into, you know, I got things from Amazon, I think. I got things from Target, I don't know. And then some drop NFT Funko Pops came in as well, too. All right, so, all right. New ones, or not new ones necessarily, but we haven't got a lot of Joyce before, and this was an exclusive, so I had to grab this Joyce Byers. Like I said, the boxes are a little different. You notice them as well too for this season. Boxes are a little different style. I like these. Now, I did see the box kind of like this for your Pop Yourself, but I wasn't really impressed with all the different things with Pop Yourself. I thought they would do a little more than just a Hellfire t-shirt and a couple different accessories. They could have done, like, Steve's bat would have been really cool. They could have done a little Demogorgon to have as a pet. They could have done all kinds of things to really make that over the top, especially, you know, how they look. You know, you could have had Dustin's hat or something like that on your head and the character. But, you know, for Joyce, I had to get her because we only really have, what, one other Joyce, I think? I'm trying to think of how many other Joyces we might have. And there's not many out there, so I decided to get a Joyce Byers. Now, that is one I do not have signed. It would be awesome to get, you know, Winona Ryder to sign that one and have that one, right? Now, another one that we don't have a lot of, that was kind of nice to get another one of, is Nancy Wheeler here. This was the exclusive one. I believe they had another one of her as well too, but this one's her holding, looks like she's holding a shotgun. I think maybe a shotgun. I think this season's going to be pretty action-packed. Maybe you're watching this video and you're ready to kick off the season for yourself, or, you know, you watching this video and the season has already rolled out. I don't know. If you haven't watched Stranger Things, though, go back and watch it on Netflix. It's super fun. 80s nostalgia, definitely. Really cool, kind of like sci-fi thriller. Not really horror, I would say, but sci-fi thriller kind of mix of stuff, but set in the 80s. So that's always cool. Alright, this was a character we've never had before. She's grown up a little bit since we first seen her in season 1. It is Holly Wheeler. So Holly Wheeler definitely has grown up, you know. So it's Nancy and, of course, Mike's younger sister. So now we have Holly Wheeler. I think this is the very first pop of Holly. So it's cool to have her, and that's why I grabbed her, because, you know, I like to at least have one of every character. You know, some characters are made just for that season, you know. Sadly, we lost our friend Eddie last season. You know, we had some great pops from him, and that one was super hot when it came out. People had no idea. I remember grabbing it at Target, thinking, oh, this is a new character, I need to get it, and had it, and when that thing exploded, I was like, whoa, that was crazy. Now it's settled back down, but definitely some craziness. And we have one new character. So I think I got this both in my Amazon order, because it was Amazon exclusive, but then I got on the Funko Shop for like a deal. I think it was on sale or something like that. So I decided, oh, I'll just grab it anyways. And my Funko Shop, my Amazon order, and my Funko Shop order came in, and it's Derek. So Derek's a new character we have. We're going to learn hopefully more about Derek soon. We don't know a lot about Derek at this time. So, but it does look like he's holding one of the radios. I think the radio station's going to be a big deal this year. You saw some of the other pops that went along with that. Some of them carrying also a radio boombox with them. So you're going to see some of those kind of come about, I think. As you see a bunch of those. I think they had Steve in the van with the radio van, the radio tower, radio station as one of them. So got a bunch of different ones. I don't know if I'm going to get all the big ones like that. Maybe if a good sale happens on the Funko Shop for some of those, maybe they go down after the season. Who knows? But there's some really good ones out there. I did pick up one other thing from the Funko Shop that I definitely was new and something totally different that we haven't had before. And this was really cool to pick up because I wanted to check these out. We haven't got any of the others of these, and it's a new style, not necessarily a Funko Pop. This is something else. This is a Funko item, but not a Funko Pop. I will say that. It is a Upside Down Will Funko booknook. So this is a booknook. This is Upside Down Will. This is pretty cool looking. You see them like next to Funko Pops, like can go in there, and it kind of has that open feel. Like you can see the whole room, and you see Castle Byers there. So you see the whole inside of there. Some cool things on the wall, but you got Upside Down Will hanging out in there. This is nice. I like how it's done. So it's more, I don't know, booknooks would have something on both sides, I would think. This is almost like more a bookend, but maybe because of the plastic around it as well too. So inside of this, it looks like there's plastic as well. So this is definitely the first time of checking one of these out. I don't know if there's an easy way to get this open to check it out. Get it out of it. Yeah, it's definitely sealed up and everything, but let's get it out and see what it looks like. But yeah, totally new style, something different. Definitely has some weight to it as well too, so could be used as a bookend. It does have plastic around it, so around the sides. So I guess that's why, because it's clear on the one side, but it does have plastic around it. So it's kind of neat. You could put it on your shelf. You could put it between pops. It looks like about the same size as a Funko Pop. Yeah, about the same size. So it could go there right on your shelf next to it with them and kind of be cool, open style. Or it could go in a set of books on your shelf or between other things. Kind of neat how it's done. It looks like this could even slide out. You wanted it out of there. A little different. Something to check out. So definitely if you're thinking about these different styles, something a little different, it's kind of neat. I'm definitely just going to keep that one out probably. I don't see myself probably putting it back in there, kind of put it on display. It's a fun piece, fun little piece. Like I said, we did get Amazon. We got another, I think, Derek from Amazon. He came in a nice order, so that's always nice. So we got another Derek. Ooh, I got Target. So let's see what we got from Target. Stranger Things, they had a ton of stuff. If you haven't been to Target, they had a ton of stuff on the shelf. They had a cool little fridge, looked like a locker that had some cool stickers and stuff on it that holds like, it looked like a mini fridge. Holds like 8 cans of soda or something. All right, so Target, definitely not the best on like wrapping there. I wish that, I mean, at least Amazon had them in sorters. And these are the 9,500 piece. So we're talking about a limited edition 11. This kept going in and out of stock back and forth. So I grabbed 2 because you never know how they come in. I figure I'll keep one for sure, the best they can. And I did not get the Demogorgon that came very similar to this 9,500 pieces that came with the same kind of like gold tone, but it has multiple tones to it if you look at it, not just straight one color like gold. I didn't get the Demogorgon that came from Walmart yet, so I need to grab that from someone, or someone, if you have it out there, let me know. Wanted to grab some, but never could get the restock on it, and my Walmarts never carry anything, and I hardly go in there, so it's hard. Alright, I got something else from Target, but again, it's not a Funko Pop. is not a Funko Pop. It's Stranger Things related. I actually got 2 of them because I want to give one to our friend. And when we go over there to watch the kickoff of the Stranger Things season, so we go watch it with some friends. We'll binge watch all 4 episodes that one night that come out. So we'll definitely have to kick it off. But I had to get this then for each of us to have one of these for us at home as a collection. But it looks really cool. So this one is... it's the popcorn bucket, Demogorgon popcorn bucket from Culturefly. So I guess they launched these at New York Comic Con, but they launched online. I've seen some in stores too, so you might be able to find some in stores. I did see them probably selling out now as people are getting ready for the kickoff of the new season. It's something fun. But Culturefly has it. Oops, and there it goes. Comes right out. Yeah, it's a tin. So I wasn't sure how it would be like plastic, but it actually is metal in here. And I think you believe, what do you do? It says rotate to open mouth. Grab your popcorn bucket and fill with popcorn. So let's see. What way do I rotate? Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's awesome. Demogorgon. That's very cool. Our friend will love this one. I wanted to grab each of us one of these because I'll keep it on display. Like, it's a really cool display piece. Like, even like that, but even like this, it looks really neat. They did a really good job with this one. So Culturefly made this one. Definitely, if you check out your Target online, I think they were like 25 or 30 bucks, something like that. But nothing too crazy. I don't know if I have the receipt in here. I don't see anything. Nah, no receipt in there. But I think there are 25, 30 bucks to check out online. Not too bad. You might be able to find it in stores as well too. But pretty cool. It is metal, so it's not plastic, so it can get dinged and dented. But this part's plastic up here. And it opens up with just a little turn. I like that. I like how it opens. That's very cool. So that was a neat one to get. Definitely wanted to have something kind of different for our Stranger Things collection and all these goodies. Alright, so I have Funko Pops to show you. And I think I have them all. But one never came in. And everyone knows what one that is. So we got all our drop Funko Pops. I did a whole set in protectors for me, and then the other ones I had come in. I went hardcore on this. I was trying to get the Murray for the longest time. Had a hard time getting the Murray. But went ahead and got these. Finally got one out of a pack. And definitely limited with these pieces because there was a good size burn. So most of the burn was almost 50%. So I can tell you that almost all these are 50% lower than what they originally were. And I'll tell you what they are. A good way to find that is on the Drop Discord. Who knows how long Drop Discord will be around. But right now you can check out all the final numbers. Doesn't have it on the sticker, sadly. But let's see what one we got first to kick things off. I have all these in a protector, so I don't have to worry about that piece. But this one is Karen. We got Karen here. This is Karen in her bathing suit. This is a great one. This is less than 1,000 if I'm right. Let's see. Yeah, it's 953 instead of 2,000. This is definitely, all these are grails. All these are going for above $100. Erica's the only one that we have not got in. Should be coming in soon from what Drop says. They sent out a notification that they'll be shipping soon. That was the Ultra. For some reason they had more issues with that one and did not have more of those in, or something happened to them. So, alright. So Karen's a really cool one. I like that one. We did get a Karen before. Karen with Billy as a 2-pack. But this is a separate Karen in her swimsuit. I do like that. I like how they did these Stranger Things better than the first season or series of Stranger Things. So the Stranger Things Series 1 NFTs were all like them in kind of Dungeons and Dragons looking. I never got that Grail. I'd love to pick that up sometime, but never got that Grail. But the rest of them I did get from that series, but the Grails are hard in the Stranger Things one. And this is another great character, is Yuri. This is our only Yuri as well too. So this is 2,000 piece Yuri. He's actually coming in at 959 pieces. He's cool in his like flight suit there, ready to, you know, take off as their pilot. And he's eating his peanut butter. Yeah, he got his peanut butter in his hand. So a great one from Stranger Things. They did a really good job with this one. And being under 1,000 pieces as well too. It's another one of those grails. Each one of those is going for definitely over $100 at this point. I've seen them, you know, proven sales right now. They're all going for over $100 at this point. Some of them much more, including that Murray. Definitely a hard one to get. And I'll explain why in a few minutes here. But we got two more that are in here. And like I said, I kept them all in nice protectors. And I'll show it to you now. We won't keep this one to last. We'll show you now. It's the royalty. So we got the royalty here. We got Freddy Funko as number one, like 11-1. So this is a cool one. They did a really good job with this one. Again, this one is a royalty. It's supposed to be 2,400 pieces. It is coming in at 896. So that is only 37% possible were actually redeemed, collected because of the burn, and actually collecting the royalty is always less. So this Freddy Funko is definitely a pretty rare one. You know, I'm looking at some of my other ones that are up here. Of course, they're 450 pieces, about double this, but still this one definitely is one of those that people want in their Stranger Things collection. And, you know, we're going to see a lot more of Vecna 1, all those kind of things going on in this last and final season, I'm sure. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, and we got one more that's a legendary. So we have two legendaries. We got our third legendary here. We did our royalty, but this is our third legendary. This is another 2,000 piece Victor here. Of course, this was played by, you know, the actor. Everyone knows the actor Freddy Krueger, maybe. Maybe you know Robert Englund, maybe. He actually played Victor in Stranger Things, if you didn't know that. And it's coming in at Victor's 1,006. So this is the only one other than, of course, the Ultra, which is Erica, that came over 1,000 pieces. This came somehow a little extra were redeemed, and 1,006 were redeemed for this one. But this is the only Victor I know of as well too. So, you know, some of these are going to be really hard because they're the only characters. So I like that. I like how they did that. They did a really good job with those. All right, and I have one more set here, and these are the only two I got. I did not sell my other second one. I kept, you know, some of these other ones put away. I had some extras. I sold to some people. Was able to sell some of the Karens and Victors and, you know, stuff like that. But this one I only had two of, and I don't want to sell my other one at this point. I'll probably keep it for a while because this is Murray with the corn dogs. We do have another Murray with the blowtorch there that came out. That was pretty common pop, easy to get. But this is Murray. He's supposed to be 999. It's actually 488 pieces, and this is definitely a hard one for people to get. A lot of people aren't letting go of this one. It was a hard one to get in that line. I opened packs for a while till I finally got this. I got lucky with a lot of legendaries and other things along the way. Ultras, got so many Ericas coming. But this one was a really hard one for me to pull. You might remember some shorts that went on. Definitely opened more packs than that. So I was able to eventually get two. I think I sold maybe something to get one, and then I pulled one for my pack as well too. But Murray is an awesome one, coming in below 500. That's crazy. Below 500 pieces. This is what I'll miss about some of the NFTs, is when burns happen like this and these ones come below that. These even come more rare. I wish they updated the stickers like they did with Adventure Time, especially with these coming in so late and having so many issues anyways. This is a really fun one of Murray though, so man, some great stuff. I mean, super limited pieces, some more common pieces that we got in, a lot of different things with Stranger Things. I'll have some other Stranger Things videos. If you want to see more, like, comment below if you want to see my Stranger Things collection, especially maybe my top 20 or something like that. I got autographs, I have the Grails, I have the Freddy Funkos, I have all kinds of stuff. Definitely to check out some of the cool limited 2-packs, some of the other pieces that were from cons and things like that along the way. The only thing I thought was missing is the Netflix Demogorgon. I have that somewhere in a box. I was keeping it for the video, and then I lost track of all the other stuff, but I need to unbox that one. But lots of great stuff here. You have to let me know your favorite down in the comments below, and then hopefully you're ready for some Stranger Things to binge watch it, or maybe just keep an episode or two at a time. But then we have to wait a little while to the rest of the season, and then the finale, Christmas and then New Year's to finish it all off. So maybe we'll have some other Stranger Things videos. I got some Funko sodas. I got some other fun stuff to do along the way. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Give us a little like there. Give us a subscribe. And hopefully you can hit that bell for notifications. I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye.